What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today I sold a whole bunch of bronze and silver cards, some from Bronze Pack Method, some of the stuff that I just had in my club. You know, I said this thing to Nick last night, I've got so lazy in micromanaging my account, it's time to change. That's right, I'm going through all the leagues, selling all the expensive cards that I've got that are bronze and silver. There was some that I could sell, like for example in the Calcio A, I had like probably about 20 to 30 silver cards that sell anywhere from like 500 to 900 coins. But I decided to keep those because they're like 1,000 coins or less for a silver card. I don't think is worth it because when something big comes out, like a marquee matchups that requires them, they go up to 4k, 8k, 10k extinct. The bronze cards, however, anything above like 400 coins, if it's in my club, I'll sell it because it's a nice return from the pack that I would have opened to get it. Anything less than 400 coins, I'll save it, but I'll sell it obviously if it's a duplicate. So I'm going through right now, going through all my stuff. I'm going to clean out all my consumables. I'm going to clean out all my players from leagues and SBCs. I'm going to sell a lot of a lot of everything in the club that's unnecessary. I'm going to go and discard all the kits and badges that I don't need or use that I've just stored because of laziness and stuff. And we're going to clean this account up over the next sort of week or so. First things first, I went into the daily knockout tournament. I wanted to win that Vitality kit because I knew that it sold for about 2,000 coins. So I thought, hey, let's play some games. Let's put Michi Batshuayi. I don't know how to say his name properly. I apologise to those that I've offended because I can't say a name properly. But we put him in the team, and I just wanted a change up front, you know. I just wanted to experience someone a little bit different in the team. But let me tell you, dudes, he's not the one for me. I know a lot of people think that he's the beast, he's the one. I know a lot of people think that he's a bad man, or a Batman, as you might call him. But for me, not the case. So obviously we're only in the DKT. It shouldn't be too difficult. The team you see on the screen right now is the team that I'm using. And for me in this team, the superstar of this team is Luka Modric, Team of the Year. He scores, he creates, he just is back and forth, up and down the field. He can tackle, he can pass, he's got 4-star, 4-star. He's fast becoming like, I remember him last year and towards the back end of the year, you know, I bought him during Team of the Year, I sold him and I bought him back again towards the back end of the year. And him and Hamsik were my two outside midfielders in Team of the Season. Hamsik were my two outside of the midfielders in the 4-4-1-2-1-2. And I thoroughly enjoyed both of them, and I would go as far as saying that they were a couple of my favourite players last year. Obviously, there were a few players, like Heung-min Son last year was just the daddy Mac, wasn't he? He was just ridiculously good. I also loved the Team of the Season Mertens last year. But there's Modric with another goal. He scored in the first round as well. He scores in the second round. But this year, Modric is just, for me, personally, the most complete midfielder I've used. I would say that De Bruyne might be up there as well, but I'm actually using De Bruyne at cam, so I don't experience him at midfielder so much. But I'm very tempted that when De Bruyne gets that 5-star weak foot, I'm very tempted to drop him out of cam and into a left centre mid spot. And people might be thinking, well, that's a waste because, you know, as a cam, he's so good. He can shoot, he can pass, he's got pace, he's got skill, he's got 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, a great goal that I scored with him there. He's rapid, he's agile, he's got 99 stam, he's got great composure. Why wouldn't you use him at cam? And I just feel like if I had De Bruyne and Modric as my two outside centre mids, the core of my team at that point would just be so strong. It would just be the best it could ever be. You know, I honestly believe that a De Bruyne 5-star weak foot and Luka Modric as my two outside centre mids are as good as having your Hullits, your Lothar Matthäus, your Patrick Vieira's, your Emmanuel Petit's. Obviously, the CDM role would still need to be improved from the Matuidi that we're using now. Not that Matuidi's bad, but I definitely would want to improve on that Matuidi. And then obviously we'd be able to improve the cam and then Ronaldo at striker along with Sergio Aguero Player of the Month striker if we get a Sergio Aguero Player of the Month. And you probably see by today's video it's titled Sergio Aguero Player of the Month Investments. That's talked about right at the back end of the video if you are here just for that. So I've got some comments, of course. Cheese Puff Glory, fantastic name, says, Yo Net, what would you do if you packed an icon in this account? Keep, sell, or use? Much love, keep up the good work. It depends entirely on the icon and where I am on the account. If I packed one of the low-rated, low-end nonsense icons like a Filippo Inzaghi or something, I would probably sell him just because he sells for about 450,000 coins and I could put those coins towards somebody a little more relevant for my team. But I might keep him just in case I do want to complete another icon. That would then be a second prime icon, or a second icon for me to put into a prime icon. So for example, for R9 Ronaldo, for maybe even Thierry Henry or Ronaldinho, if we wanted to complete one of those, and then would have two icons with the Rui Costa that I've got as well, I would definitely not use him if it was someone like that. Even if that was someone like the 86 Overmars or even the 88 Overmars. For me, if I packed an icon to use, it would have to be one of the meta icons. Ferdinand, Maldini, Vieira, Petit, Gullit, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. Maybe there's one more that I'm missing there as well. But generally those guys right there, Henry, like those guys right there would be the ones that I would use. Anything else, like if I packed, for example, a Prime Bergkamp, I would just sell him and go and buy a player that I wanted in the team. Like I'd go and buy the 95 Neymar instead of having the Prime Icon Bergkamp or something like that. You know, that's what I would personally do. Next comment is from Jack H. Says, "Hi Nep, do you think this is the best FIFA yet, or do you think that the problems with the gameplay limit its success as FUT champs ruin the game?" Now, whether or not this is the best FIFA yet or not is entirely circumstantial to what you enjoy out of a game, right? I know the community, the vocal part of the community right now is not enjoying FIFA, but I'm sure that there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are actually liking this game. In terms of the gameplay, we went through it a couple of videos ago. There's like 4 key areas of gameplay that I absolutely can't stand that trigger me beyond anything. Auto anything, auto switching, auto lunging, auto blocking, etc, etc. Referees, auto lunge, maybe I've covered 2 with 1 with autos there, but yeah, auto anything, referees are 2 of the biggest problems for me. Auto switching and auto lunging are 2 of the biggest problems. Referee decisions are kind of like the biggest problems, and the rest of it can be explained or kind of understood in many aspects. You know, people say that the passing mechanics are so broken right now, and whilst I'm not necessarily disagreeing that they're broken, the problem is that you have it on assisted passing. We've seen it a lot when we go into watch the replays and see where I tried to pass it to this guy up here, but when you press the pass button, you can see the dark white circle, or rather the light white circle, around the guy that it actually went to. So you can see the game's mind saying this is the sensible pass. So there are many things that, because you're on assisted, that's why there's a problem. And again, that comes down to just the lack of intuition from EA trying to understand people's mentality when they're playing. Has FUT Champs ruined the game? I don't want to say it's ruined the game. I think it brings something extra to the game that was needed. But again, you know, with every FUT Champs discussion we have, in my opinion, the way they promote FUT Champs, the 40 games in 3 days, that ruins the game for me. Even last year, you know, I put myself through it last year constantly. This year, myself, everyone else, it's not happening anymore. You know, people are giving up because you just don't get enough. And that's true as well to say that you don't get enough now because you got too much at the start. You know, everybody and their dog has a super team. You don't even have to be good at this game to get a super team now. You can play squad battles to an Elite 3/Elite 1 level. You can play FUT Champs to any degree, even Gold 3 or Silver 1. With all the SBCs that have been released as well, and the daily knockout tournaments, it's super easy to achieve a high coin balance this year, which means it's super easy to build a meta team. If you think of a standard gold meta team, Alaba, Vidal, Boateng, Farman, Bailly, Valencia, maybe not Pogba, but Bailly, Valencia and Herrera, Bakayoko as well in there, Dembele, Mbappe, Alessandrini and Anthony Martial. I know I named 4 attackers for 3 spots there, but any of those, when you put that meta team together, even if you did put in Pogba instead of Herrera, you're looking at about 1 million coins maximum, maybe 1.2 million coins maximum for a full-blown god tier, full gold meta team. If you can't create 1 million to 1.2 million coins in this game through just all the means available to you, you're just doing it considerably wrong. So the fact that everyone has all these coins and all these huge players means that we're in a position where to upgrade, it costs way too much. And now this far into the game, the rewards just don't stack up. You could, like last weekend or the weekend before, I can't remember, whenever I packed that ones to watch Costa and that Batshuayi and stuff, I made about 350 to 400,000 coins from my Elite 3 rewards, and it wasn't even close to being enough for me to upgrade my team. And that's crazy. I got one of the best ranks in the game. Outside of top 100, I'm there. Elite 1, Elite 2, and then me, Elite 3. I'm up in like the top few percentage of people that can actually get to that stage. And I got enough coins to not even buy me the leg of Neymar. Like, that I think that's the problem that a lot of people are having right now. And that's why it got so boring so quickly, is because everyone like accelerated their teams. everyone plateaued, and now it's a case of, well, I literally can't even go any further. I can't upgrade any further. So why play 40 games of Foot Champs to get Gold 1 rewards that's going to give you like an 84 rated nobody and an 83 rated nobody and make you about 50, 60,000 coins? To what end and for what reason? So that's my opinion on that one, dudes. This, though, is going to be the end of the gameplay. We won the Vitality kit in the final. We're going to go live now. We're going to build a draft and talk about our Sergio Aguero Player of the Month investments. I will be right back. Alright guys, so we ended up winning the DKT, as you would have just seen in the gameplay, and as promised, I am going to start bringing you some draft gameplay in the Road to Glory, and we're going to start just putting the proceeds of this towards some potential, just some SBCs, not necessarily Icon SBCs, just some SBCs. Somebody said oh man, this isn't... Not a lot of formations here that I enjoy. I hated that. Let's go for the 4-4-2 holding. Somebody said, like, and reasonably as well, said that what's going to happen is, why are they putting him at CDM? That's a really pointless pick. I'm going to take Aguero because that's just a pointless pick. You know, it's going to be a lot more grinding and a lot less efficient than you think by using the proceeds of the packs to go into the SBCs, and that's a fair assessment, and also the fact that it's not always going to be cost efficient. Like, if I packed, for example, an Mbappe, it would be useless to put him in the PSG SBC. It would be better to sell him and then buy players with that. So I think what we'll do instead, and I'm actually going to take that Mbappe too, I think what we'll do instead is, as I say, we'll go and put the proceeds of the drafts, selling everything that's relevant, and not everything else we'll keep, and then we'll go from there. Now, do I go for Zaha or do I go for the Spanish Silver and maybe swap him in field for somebody else? Can we get Premier League player here? No. A French League player here? No. Look at that. What is that? 3 Super League CDMs, 1 Liga Santander, and 1 Russian League. We'll take the Russian League guy. He's got a shadow. He gets a soft link to Aguero that gives him full chemistry. We'll go there, and we'll also take... Do I want to take Fellaini or Krychowiak? Krychowiak, more pace, more defending, less physical, more passing, less dribbling and shooting. Let's take Fellaini. I've used Fellaini before, and I enjoyed him when I used him before, so we'll go with him again. And we're going to struggle to get what we want out of this team, sadly. Let's go with Morales. Let's swap those two around. Get a nice little boost there. Yeah, this isn't proving to be the best draft, guys. Sadly, it really isn't proving to be the best draft. I mean, we're just not getting anything that's helpful to us. I'm going to take Dean there just because French is as a major nation with France. We've got a lot of opportunities to link him. But look, I mean, look at this: Pro League, Premier Division, Russian League, and 2 Bundesliga that are both terrible. We're going to take this guy just because he's fast and for no other reason. This team is terrible. Ooh, I could take Umtiti, get perfect link to Dean, or I could take Varane, who's very, very good. Let's go with Varane. Let's swap those around. Gives us a nice big chem boost. We get that Russian League link there as well then, and we'll take Serge Aurier to go in at right back. I mean, yeah, this team's just not good. Maybe it's the formation. What do we have here? Spanish League goalkeeper. I guess we'll take him. So that's our starting 11. This is bad. This is really, really, really bad. We're not getting any, like, super cards. That's more like it. Right. Let's take Lionel Messi. We'll even... No, I'm not going to pop him out on that right midfield spot yet. I might have to use him as a super sub. And we'll also take Neymar. Now, Neymar will start because he does give us a good, strong link in there. With Messi, I might start Messi on the bench, put David Silva in at CDM. Not that I think he's a good CDM, but as a good central base player, and then bring Messi on to that right-hand side afterwards. Next on the board... I mean, none of these matter, do they? Redmond with that pace, I guess. He's not really going to play. Doesn't make any difference. Alonso's not bad, but doesn't really help too much because he's a left wing back, so I can't use him at right back off Chem. Savic there could be useful. We'll take him. He seems like the most reasonable guy. I saw Karsdorp there as well. I now kind of wish that I took Manolas because we could have Manolas and Karsdorp in that spot there. None of these guys are going to make any difference at all. So our next goalkeeper, a Premier League goalkeeper or a better La Liga goalkeeper. All right. Yeah, we'll go with Navas. He gives obviously Good links to the dudes that are there. Next on the board, again, like, look at these cards that are coming up. They're just not great, are they? There's no reason for me to take Daily Blind. There's no reason for me to take any of these. Like, they're literally worthless. We'll take the fastest guy because he's the fastest guy and for no other reason. We're definitely going to take Carl Walker because he gets that strong link into David Silva, which is super helpful. I need some midfielders here, dudes. In fact, if I actually started Morales here, would I get a chem boost? I would. Like that, we get a nice big chem boost. Yes, Morales starts on 2 chem, but we will then bring on Messi for the wing and put David Silva in central, unless we can get ourselves someone that's going to fit into this team. Now, we do get a player that would fit. It's such a shame that Castillejo and Alcacer are wingers. But we're going to have to take this guy. We'll pop him in there. Oh, we actually lose chemistry. Oh, because he doesn't give... I don't mind taking him anyway, but he doesn't give Fellaini the strong link that he needs. There we go. That's more like it. Paul Pogba, in you pop, lad. And that puts us to 100 chemistry. But look at that puzzle piece, guys. He fits in there absolutely perfectly to the point where everybody except Neymar and Savic get perfect chemistry. That is fantastic. We could not have asked for a better card right there. Let's take that Insigne card as well. And then last but not least, we're going to go with... Oh, God. It doesn't make any difference. So, in terms of our bench, we have a good centre midfielder in Milivojevic. 6'1", only 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. Good shooting, good passing. Like, actual, like, short passing is good. Shot power is good. Low pace. Low strength as well. But in terms of this team, what I envision is that I will be bringing Messi on for Fellaini, swapping David Silva to the centre, using Messi out on the wing, having Mbappe and Aguero up front, Neymar and Messi on the wings, Pogba and Silva in the middle. The defence is good, not great. I like Varane, I like Walker. I don't like Dean with a Guardian chem style, just not fast enough. I don't like Savic at all. He's nice and tall. He is nice and tall. Medium high, 6'2", not bad. His defensive capabilities are all right, as are his physicals. Low stamina, but doesn't really matter because he won't be running much. And his pace isn't the best. But overall, this team is okay. I don't expect miracles out of this team. I'm not going to lie. I would say a fair assessment would probably be like the second round or the semi-final. If we could get a Brazilian La Liga manager, would be perfect. We don't. He doesn't boost anyone. Pep Guardiola. Is Pogba on 9? Yeah, Pogba's on 9. So Pep Guardiola, ooh, the Spanish Premier League manager. That gets everyone on to 10 anyway, except Neymar and Savic on 6 and 7. We could get Neymar up to 7 and keep Pogba on 9. Everyone else is the same. So my choices are basically, do I want Neymar on 7 or do I want Pogba on 10? And the answer is, I want Neymar on 7. That's what I want to go with. So that, guys, is going to be the team. Sadly for today, we're not going to see the gameplay and we're not going to see the packs. That's going to be in tomorrow's video, just because this video is already like getting on way too long and I didn't want to make it like a super long video. However, we're in a decent spot on this account right now. I'm trying to sell Batshuayi as well. In the tournament that you just saw me play, the Daily Knockout Tournament, I started him. Sure, I started him on 7 chem, but in the 4 games, he only scored 1 goal in the final and got 5 assists. That's a good assist return, but he felt really heavy. It's crazy because his stats suggest that he should feel rapid and quick, but he felt really heavy. He didn't feel like he had a good touch on the ball. I don't know. It just, for me, wasn't what I expected out of a player such as him. So we've gone back up into Gabriel Jesus up front. This is a team, again, currently right now. I like this team a lot. There's a few changes I would like to make immediately. You know, I would like to get Gabriel Jesus swapped out for Player of the Month Aguero. Should it be Player of the Month Aguero? Fortunately enough, not even fortunately enough, but the investments that I've made for Player of the Month Aguero are currently just going up and up and up. Most importantly, Sergio Aguero himself, I bought at 330, sold at 340, bought back at 340, and he's now up at like 380, 390. There you go. There's a 370 bid on him, 373 bid on him. So we've got profit in all of these. So it looks like I don't have many coins in the account right now, but I actually have a lot. If you look at the 123,000 that we've got the Batshuayi on the trade pile as well. That'll take us up to 200,000. We've then got, in terms of sellables, Sigurdsson that I picked up for 34,000 in case you need a special card for the Player of the Month, and he's about 38,000, so there's some coins there. I went and bought an informed David Silva for 115,000. He's now, by looks of things, up about 120,000 or more, just in case you need him for Aguero, should it be Aguero. I bought the Olivier Giroud as well, 40,000 for him. He's about the same. Yeah, he's about 42, maybe 45,000. He's gone up a little bit. Senjo and Fernandez I use. And then, of course, we've got the ones to watch Costa that we packed. He's worth about 80,000. I bought the Inform Otamendi for 70,000. He's currently worth... There's no way he's worth... Wow, he's up to 90,000. We bought Juanfran because it's Aguero's old club. I don't know how much we bought him for, 33,000, and he looks like he's about 40 to 45,000 right now. Someone's trying to price fix him. Oh no, 37,000. He's about the same still. That's okay. For Zalco we use. I bought Lanzini because he's an Argentinian investment, again from the Premier League. So he's up to like 35,000. I bought him for 28,000. I packed Illaramendi. I bought ones to watch Laporte for 44,000. Again, just in case he's needed, you know, you never know. And it looks like he's about the same, 44 to 45, maybe 50,000. We went and bought Daley Blind because he's a Premier League team of the group stage card. I bought him for 19,000. He's already up over 20,000. Some of these guys I packed. I went and bought Mawson just because he's the cheapest Premier League inform. I went and bought Martinez because he's an inform that came from the league, not the team, but the league that Aguero came from previous to Atletico. So I bought him for 11,000. I went and bought Tosun from Everton for 15,000 because that's another ones to watch card that we might need. Because what you got to remember is this Player of the Month Aguero. We also bought Musonda for 16,000 again because it's a screamer card. Then we bought Aguero. We bought David Silva's base card. We also have his other. We have Vertonghen. We have Silva. We have Laporte's gold card that I packed from, actually a two-player pack that I forgot to record. So yeah, we packed Laporte there. Nice card to pack. And let me just show you that I packed him. Boom, first owner, there you go. And then we've got lots of other decent stuff. And in terms of Premier League other special cards, we've got lots. So I've literally got every type of special card, I believe. I don't think there's anything I'm missing. We've got this version of Sigurdsson. We've got an inform. We've got this Puskas award winner Giroud. Couple more informs, a ones to watch, a team of the group stage, another inform, another ones to watch. We've got a Screamer card, we've got a Path to Glory card, we've got a red card, and we've got a Futmas card. I believe I have everything covered. But in terms of other things that I've got, you know, this Fernandinho I would happily trade in, Coutinho I would happily trade in. Everything you see here, basically, from the Premier League as special cards, I'd happily trade in. What you got to remember is because if Aguero wins it, of course, it might be Callum Wilson. We don't know. I'm banking on Aguero, and I don't know if it's Aguero or not. But if it is Aguero, one thing that you got to consider is that first and foremost today, or on Wednesday, Aguero's about to get another inform. He scored 4 goals for City, so he's going to get a 93 rated inform. And the way the Player of the Month cards have worked is they've always been 2 upgrades higher than the current highest rated card of the card that's out there. So Aguero 93 is going to mean that his Player of the Month is going to be a 95. Now that card is going to be just ridiculous by all accounts, and it won't be cheap. We had a 92 Ibra last year, and it wasn't cheap. It wasn't mad expensive, but I think that's because he had low pace. Aguero is going to be such a meta card, such a high-end card, that I can't see him being cheap. I can see these stipulations for getting him probably costing somewhere between 600,000 to 1.2 million. Is it worth it? I don't know. God damn that hair. Is it worth it? I don't know. But if it is Aguero, I'll have a decision to make. First and foremost, do I sell on the things that I've made because I've made so much profit? Even already, I've made good profit on them. So do I sell them, get all those coins back, which is a lot of coins. The Agueros, the informs, the special cards, etc. Lots of coins. Or do I complete him? And because of the fact that we've got this Kevin De Bruyne card, in any team that I build, I can always just put De Bruyne and Aguero next to each other and they'll get at the very minimum 7 chemistry each in any team that I build. So do I go and get that Aguero, have two of the best players in the game? I'm also super, super excited for De Bruyne to get that 5-star weak foot upgrade. I hope it comes. I assume it will come. I love this card a lot. This is one of my favourite cards in the game this year, along with this Luka Modric. And I tell you something, dudes. Since I've been playing Luka Modric at right centre mid in the 4-1-2-1-2, he's been exceptional. I've still got the Shadow Chem style on him as well, but because his long shots are so good, he absolutely bangs shots for me. Maybe I'd be better off putting the Hunter Chem style on him and giving him a much more well-rounded shooting boost, because he's got high interceptions, high stand tackle and high slide tackle already, that all I'm boosting with the Shadow really is his pace and marking. Everything else is already quite high. So it might be more prudent to boost his pace and shooting, maybe pace shooting and physical as well. Maybe we'll look at putting a Hawk on him and boosting that side of things. But yeah, I absolutely love these two Team of the Year cards. They will be in every team for me from now on until the end of the year. So I'm super excited about that. But anyway, guys, I've rambled on again way too long. So for a video that I didn't want to be too long, we've ended up going on and getting it too long anyway. This is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.